Having a chronic illness is like living with an outdated cell phone. Imagine this. You have the latest phone with the best service. You can do anything with it. Load all the cool apps, connect with all the people, take incredible photos and videos. The battery will run for days without needing to change, and it never loses connection. Everything you want is available at your fingertips. Then one day you go to upgrade your phone, only to be handed an old flip phone. But this isn't what I want, you say. The rep shakes her head. Sorry, it's the only one you can have from now on. Okay, so this won't cost as much then, right? She laughs at you. Oh, honey, this is going to cost you extra insurance, extra service visits, and extra to give it the right treatments it needs. You try to hand the phone back to her, but she insists. This is what you have from now on. Instantly, your world changes. Everything becomes harder to do. Your apps no longer work. You're lucky if you can even get Solitaire or Minesweeper to work. The screen has a pixely look to it, and you can't text easily. You have to hit numbers to get the letters, like the old phones. And then there's the battery. At night, you need to remember to plug the phone in. Each morning, you're not sure how much the battery charged until you looked. Sometimes you get a full battery, but mostly it's partially charged. And sometimes it doesn't charge at all. And the worst part is you can't charge it again until that evening. You find yourself going more often to the cell phone store to get checkups, tests, and getting hardly any clear answers. Then they send you home with expensive treatments that might help, but they're just really experimenting until they find something that may help. There is no cure. The more tests that are done, the more confusing things get. And at the same time, you're feeling more isolated from family and friends. They don't understand why you can't communicate with them the way you used to. You look the same. They don't understand why you can't connect on the apps like before. Eventually, many of them don't make the extra effort to send you a text or simply to call. And your whole life will be different after this downgrade. You will navigate life in a way that you can survive and sometimes thrive, and find new people who have similar phones. It could be worse, you say, as you see some people have been handed rotary phones, or some have to rely on pay phones. But you remember the life you had before. So you learn and adapt with the hope that someday you can get this phone to work as best as it can. It may never be what you used to have, though. And you learn now what it really means to be strong. Because everything you do takes you so much more effort than it had before. But it's the only phone you will ever have now. It's the only body you will ever have now. And it thinks you are the enemy and attacks your healthy cells. And so you go into battle to save the body that fights you. And you're not sure who's going to win the war. And that, my friends, is what chronic illness is like.